I'm a big believer in Tesla and all its tailwinds, but I cannot help but be worried that the increasing political risk Elon seems to be taking on. Folks don't stay on DJT's good side for too long. And now the UK, Europe squabbles, and they hate Elon too, yada yada. Is this seen as a risk, or at least a lid on the Tesla stock price? So, one little key investment lesson that I've learned all my life: you can spend all your time, all your worries worrying about 1% chance of things happening, when maybe even if they do happen, the impact is not that large. And this is why I always say, scared money don't make money. This guy is a Floridian college football coach, trainer, and he coined that phrase, and it is a brilliant phrase. Again, if you spend your life worrying about 1% chances, you miss out on all opportunities, okay? Everything is risky. Everything has a 1% chance of going to zero. Bitcoin, Solana, Tesla, all that stuff. But don't let that spook you out. That's why you diversify. That's why 95% of my holdings are in 4 things, but they're all AI and crypto. That's it. So that's my level of diversification, which is pretty intense, but that's also how you make money too. High concentration bets and let your winners ride. Very important. Now, next part of this question, I'm going to answer it in 3 ways. First, scared money don't make money. 2, Elon and Tesla and SpaceX, etc., have survived the most extreme lawfare ever in the history of the world. This administration, I don't know if it was the guy you see sitting there in the chair. I honestly don't think so. I think it's people behind the curtain. I don't think he had any clue what he was doing. But the Biden administration was completely weaponized. And Biden, apparently, publicly ordered 11 federal agencies to investigate Elon Musk. 11 agencies. Also, they paid $300 million to Reuters, who won a Pulitzer Prize for their relentless attack pieces against Elon Musk. Okay, this is how propaganda and media work. But now the truth is surfacing, which is great. And right in his final farewell, Joe Biden declares war on Elon Musk once again in a very bizarre farewell address. Dangerous concentration of power in the hands of a few ultra-wealthy people. And the day before, he puts a medal around George Soros's neck for the Medal of Freedom or something crazy like that. I mean, you cannot make this up. Okay, getting back to my point. Sorry. Did warn you all. Off my soapbox. Hopefully, I don't remember what the next question is, but that's just crazy. He has survived that. Tesla has survived that, and they've thrived. Imagine what happens now when they don't have federal agencies hunting them down. It's going to be great. Third point, why I do believe this term is different. And this goes back to, as well, this chart. I mentioned at the very beginning, everything's tying together. No hindrances. In fact, I wanted to add some rocket boosters here, but I couldn't. We could be going into a whole new era for Bitcoin and for Tesla as well. Why I think this administration is different is as follows. First of all, the focus of the new leader of the free world, his now focus is legacy. He knows this is the last term in office. He wants to leave history, legacy, and he's focused on leaving that lasting legacy rather than immediate political gains. And I know people say, oh, what about this coin and everything else? He's got no time to do that. It's probably his son, Barron, or somebody else doing that behind the scenes. Who knows? I don't know. But this shift could mean prioritizing long-term reforms over short-term political victories, changing his whole advisory circle. I mean, we have a huge Silicon Valley influence. You got Peter Thiel, Mark Andreessen, Elon Musk, Vivek Ramaswamy, all these people, all these world-class capital allocators. And yes, of course, I know there's good VCs and bad VCs, but trust me, these are the best capital allocators on the planet. They know how to make billions, and they know how to save money, and they know how to back fast horses. Also, this group brings a very different perspective on innovation, efficiency, economic growth. I made a recent post on Patreon about how warfare has changed. The military-industrial complex needs to change. The whole shift has to go away from aircraft carriers and fighter jets and submarines to AI and drones, okay? It's pretty clear that that's happening too. And the other elements there, smart folks, economic reforms, for example, He could promote a strategic Bitcoin reserve, which would be great for future debt 20 years into the future. Technology has changed so rapidly. Now, 3 people can do the job of 2,000 people with AI. Regulatory environment needs to stop because it's choking the country to death, just like you see happen in Europe as well. And the administration and the vice president, etc., are very young and innovative. They're all under 50, which is a far cry from the existing team that are all above 80. Anyhow, I think this association and all these changes could make for the best transformation of this country that we've ever seen in the history of the world. And it's funny because everything is changing as well at the same time. So why not change the government too? We'll see.